Hey guys, happy to bring you another edition of Jam in the Jungle. This is going to be the first of 9 videos that we're going to be bringing you about the whole sequence of movements that we actually take our clients through whenever we have a one-to-one session up at the back of the studio here. Now the whole purpose of these 9 sequences, they actually build up one on top of the other, and it actually forms the foundation of our whole principle of training and physical conditioning. We help clients move through stability right through functional mobility. Alright, there is a process, and by going through all that, we're actually able to help our clients get rid of a lot of aches and pains that they are experiencing, and we constantly build up on that week in week. Alright, so what I've got the boys here with me again, alright, because these guys are going to be my little guinea pigs for this one. And the first move that we go through is a body weight squat. Alright, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of different ways that you can do it at home. Alright, so first and foremost, I'm going to use Greg to kind of show a variation of the squat that if you're not able to do a full range squat, this will actually be able to help you do it. Now you can either do it with an exercise ball or purely just with a wall. Alright, so Greg, can I get you to place that ball up against the wall so that it fills the natural arch of your back? Okay?
Yes, boss.
Alright, now Greg's actually doing the regression, alright, the easier version, because his legs are still a little bit fragile from the workout that he got at the weekend. He's still feeling it. Alright, if you remember our last video, if he was on his berries and he got onto the autoclaves plan, he'd be fine by now. Alright, get on the plan.
I'm on it.
Alright, so with this version of the squat, you want to make sure that that ball, if you're using one, is filling the natural arch of your back. So it should be resting right above the hips. Alright, you want your feet just proud of the wall. Alright, and you're now going to place your hands on your hips. By placing your hands on your hips, guys, it naturally keeps your shoulders back, so that when you lower yourself down into the squat, you don't bring your shoulders forward. Okay, so from this position, all Greg is going to do is he's going to use his body weight against the ball and against the wall to roll himself down, and all we're looking for Greg to do is get his hips down to a perpendicular level with the floor, so lower yourself down. That's still burning, is it? Alright, perfect there, and he pushes through the heels to come back up. He lowers himself down. It's always through the heels, guys. Now if you notice, Greg's upper body is not moving, alright? His legs are on fire right now. He's doing really well and not letting it go. Keep coming down. Hands on the hips. By putting his hands on the hips, his shoulders are back. Up. You just keep going up and down.
Are you holding me there for a reason?
No, you're holding yourself. Alright? But what Greg isn't doing, alright, he's not dropping his hips below his knees. This is a warm-up move, guys, alright? It is a warm-up, it is a mobilization move.
Feels like a workout right now.
That's because you're too good at alright, but that is it. Okay, you do not want to drop your hips below your knees, and you put your pressure through your heels. Alright? Now, if you were to do this without an exercise ball, alright? It is exactly the same. The only difference is you have no support in your lower back. So again, Greg, if you get yourself up against the wall. So, his heels are proud of the wall. You probably just need to come just that little bit further. Alright, again, hands are on the hips. Lower yourself down. Great. His hips are in line with his knees are in line with his ankles, and his knees are not going beyond his toes. So right now, Greg is getting full activation of the glutes. He's getting full activation of his thighs. We know that's happening because he's burning right now. He's burning, he's loving it. But the great thing about the wall, alright, is if we watch Greg's upper body, it's not moving. You haven't got that forward tilt that you get from a lot of people doing a squat. Alright, which is what we're away to go and see now. Greg's away to get a little bit of time off, so he can loosen off his legs. We're going to spend a little bit of time with Ross now. Alright, Ross is going to be doing a freestanding body weight squat. Alright, so when we help our clients get into a simple body weight squat, the first thing that we get them to do is actually start with their feet together. Alright? Now I always get a good little giggle with this because there is a fundamental difference between women and men when we start doing this. And you guys will start noticing it when you do it for yourself. Most women, when we ask them to do what we do it a certain way, and most guys do it another way. Alright?
No pressure.
No pressure. Right? Once you have your feet right next to each other, what you're going to do is you're going to do toes out, heels out, toes out.
Let's see what section you're in.
Alright, I'm going to copy this. Alright, now Ross has done that because I've just coached him how to do that. But if he was to do it himself, men naturally do heel, toe, heel, women do toe, heel, toe. Alright? Don't ask me why, we're just weird that way. Alright? But now, by doing that very simple move, you have now got your heels, hips and shoulders all in line. That's what we're looking for. Alright? You don't need to worry about, am I doing that too wide or this, that and the next thing. A very simple thing. Toe, heel, toe. Alright? So from this position, you're going to have an upright body position and you need to make a diamond with your hands so that your hands, arms and shoulders are elevated and all in line. That diamond is your focal point. Alright? So if you make that diamond, Ross, your feet are fine. That diamond is Ross's focal point. So as he lowers himself down, he's going to push his hips back and keep his eyes going right through that diamond. So he's going to push his heels, push his way through his heels and come straight back up. The great thing about his arms being up like that, it keeps his body up position up. Alright? He's bringing his hips down in line with his knees. His knees are not coming too far forward beyond his toes, and he's making sure that he is pushing his weight back. Alright? Relax there, Ross, thanks for that.
Still feeling it.
I still feeling it. But here's the thing, right? Now Ross already knows, and we've been coaching Ross, and Ross has been coaching me. Ross doesn't like doing squats like that. That's not how his body moves. His knees do still tend to move that a little bit forward. But there is something that Ross can do to actually help with that. And all it is a little bit of elevation. Alright? Not everyone is meant to squat the same way, guys. The human body isn't made that way. Alright? Ross's body is a little bit messed up. So we need to do something a little bit different and a little bit unique for him. So I'm going to get Ross to stand back square again. And I'm going to get him to set his feet. Pressure. Yep. Toe, heel, toe. You could probably do is just getting that a little bit wider, Ross. Your feet just got a little bit stuck. Now, we're very, very fortunate, guys. We get to have these, alright? But what we're, if you haven't got these at home, really all you're looking for is maybe even just like a kitchen towel or even a bath towel that you can roll up and just elevate under your heels. Okay? So all I'm going to do is, Ross, can I get you to lift up your right foot, alright, and drop your heel down? That's it. And then your left heel.
Do you feel more like a woman now?
High heels on. Okay. So from this position, Ross is now going to elevate his hands again. He's going to get that focal point and he's going to transfer his weight behind him and down through his heels. And we're going to notice that there's a significant difference in what actually happens with his knees. So start squatting again. Great. Not only is he able to start getting his hips down that a little bit lower to get a full range, because Ross is one of these guys that can actually get a bit more of a range. Greg is still hurting, he's still got a little bit of instability in his back, so he can't go through a full range. Ross is actually able to get that a little bit lower and actually feel more contraction in his lower back, his glutes, his thighs and his calves, just by elevating his position a little bit. How does that, you can put your hands, how does that feel for you being able to elevate a little bit more?
So I feel more range of movement, feel more flexibility, particularly through the hips. And
absolutely. Alright?
you can see that it's getting more depth just from elevating the heels. And you want the muscle through the full range of movement. So raising the heels, if you're able to get lower, better. A lot more beneficial for you as well.
Absolutely.
Then only coming to there. You want to be coming, try and come right the way down if you can, rather than only coming to above parallel.
Absolutely. In this respect, guys, it's a little bit of simple mathematics. Alright? If we want you to be burning more calories, alright, which we all want to do when you work out, if you're only going through that range, you're only using a fraction of the muscle that you're able to use through that movement, which means that you're only going to burn a fraction of the calories that you are potentially able to burn. So what we need to do is help you appreciate what movement your body is able to do and get through a fuller range. Alright? because then by doing that you burn more calories. But also, you actually help get yourself rid of aches and pains. You get rid of tightness, you get rid of soreness. Alright? So that's one of the main reasons why we do these squats the way that we do it. Because it's for your benefit. Alright? Hopefully that's helped, guys. Don't forget the towel tip. That'll be a fantastic one for making sure that you're getting elevated and dropping your hips down just that little bit lower. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We'll show you how to do, wait for it, a better push-up. See you tomorrow, guys.